A perfect video game UI is like a good butler. It does its job so well that you barely notice it's even there. It guides you and informs you and gets out of the way when you don't need it. But the moment a UI is clunky, slow, or ugly, you'll notice that and you'll absolutely hate it. Great UI design is all about balance. It has to be readable but not intrusive, stylish but absolutely not distracting, informative but not overwhelming. It's a tightrope act between giving the player everything they need and making sure they're not drowning in menus. A perfect example is Dead Space 2008, the game with such a good UI it basically doesn't even exist. Instead of pausing the action to open a health bar or an ammo counter, it integrates everything diegetically. Your health? That's the glowing spine on Isaac's suit. Your ammo? That's displayed on the gun itself. Even inventory and logs appear as holograms in real time. It keeps you in the moment, completely immersed, and that's why it's one of the best examples of a UI well done. But here's the thing, not every game can get away with that kind of UI. Sometimes you need menus, big, juicy, overwhelming menus. Persona 5, that's a perfect example of how this style was done. The UI is bold, in your face, and dripping with personality. It makes even the most mundane tasks like buying items or checking your stats feel exciting. The way menus animate, the stylish transitions, it's as much as part of the game's aesthetic as the characters or story. But in the meantime, you've got games that completely fumble UI design. Even though I love this game, I have to give it a point of having a horrible UI. Ever tried navigating Skyrim's inventory on console? It's like trying to scroll through an Excel spreadsheet with a fucking TV remote. This is bullshit. The PC version fares better with mods, but vanilla Skyrim makes you wrestle through your own inventory just to equip a sword. It's actually pretty simple. The real test of a good UI is, if you never have to think about it, it's a job well done. If you're constantly fighting the UI, something went wrong. Games like Hollow Knight, Breath of the Wild, Doom 2016 and Resident Evil 4, both original and the remake, nail the UI by being intuitive, minimal and purposeful. They prioritize what's important without drowning the screen in unnecessary junk. And then, of course, there's the nostalgia factor. The UI in old school games like Halo 2 or Ocarina of Time, they're simple and iconic, burned into our brains because of how seamlessly it blended with the experience. A perfect UI isn't just functional, it's part of the game's identity. It's why we remember the slick menus of Metal Gear Solid, the radial weapon wheel of Ratchet Clank, or the clean simplicity of Minecraft's inventory. It's not just about showing information, it's about making it feel right. But at the end of the day, the best UI is the one you never have to think about. The worst UI is the one that makes you want to throw your controller into a fucking lake. And then there is Skyrim's UI, which makes you want to throw yourself into the fucking lake. This sucks! If a game's UI is smooth, stylish, and makes navigating menus feel like a second nature, congratulations, that's a good game. But if you spend more time fighting the menu than the final boss, well maybe you were the real enemy all along. Fucking Skyrim.